The Marvel Avengers game has got some serious pedigree behind it. In-game, it doesn't seem to end there. We've got Marvel Avengers, the video game. I know this was announced like 2.5 years ago, but Crystal Dynamics has partnered up with Marvel to bring us Marvel Avengers through Square Enix, which I'm pretty excited about because we have not seen a really good superhero game since the Arkham series, and I think the Avengers might fill that, and there's a couple of reasons why. This video is everything that we know currently about the new Marvel Avengers game. I'm really excited about it. I think there's a lot of promise, and I'm just gonna keep my eye as close to it as I can as the game develops. We're gonna be seeing it next year, and I'm gonna go through all those details right now, but huge disclaimer, I do a lot of work with the distributors here in South Africa, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited about the game by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know if it's gonna top my attendance at the Age of Ultron premiere. That was pretty sick. I got a shot at Joss Whedon. Yes.
Joss, you're my hero! You're my hero, Joss!
Looks at me. But we'll give it a go. Alright, let's jump into it. So Crystal Dynamics is a very powerful team. They're the team that brought us the brand new Tomb Raider, which is very exciting. I think that Tomb Raider was a really good reboot, and they are great developers. As you can see, the pedigree of the kind of games that they develop, I think are gonna really elevate the status of a comic book tie-in in video games. Traditionally, these have always been really bad. I think that Batman, the Arkham series, has really challenged a lot of game developers to up the stakes when it comes to comic book games. Just because it's got a comic book license doesn't mean it's necessarily gonna sell. Superman. Be a good game as well, and I have a lot of faith that this is going to be a good title. From the trailer, it looks like it's all set in San Francisco, which is a cool departure from New York. I think we've seen like the Spider-Man game in New York now, so I don't necessarily want to go back there. I know there's a lot of prototype was in New York. Everything's been in New York. Let's switch it up a little bit. We'll have a little bit of Watch Dogs action in San Francisco. There's a huge attack in the city. The Golden Gate Bridge is destroyed. Looks like a lot of people die, and the Avengers are either blamed for it or they are seen as responsible to some kind. They sort of disband, and then the game picks up 5 years after that event. So it seems to be borrowing a little bit of Civil War. The Avengers as a unit are kind of disbanded, and then they have to kind of get back together again to kind of fix their name, I suppose, 5 years later, if that's possible, and kind of like make right with society. I never really understood the logistics of that. They're superheroes. They really should be the ones that everybody should be thanking, right? I mean, you could use your superhero powers for a multitude of other things that are not good. Just to show you how much effort they're putting into this game, we have Troy Baker and Nolan North that are voicing characters in it. Troy Baker's gonna be Bruce Banner, and Nolan North is gonna be Tony Stark. So we're gonna have an Iron Man, Hulk, like Uncharted vibe. No, those are really great caliber voice actors, and if you don't know who they are, you've played games that they've voiced in. So the Marvel Avengers game has some serious pedigree behind it. According to The Verge, there are gonna be numerous games in the series, which is really exciting. It means that they're really doubling down on this. We're gonna be seeing a lot of the Avengers going forward. The game's also gonna be 4-player co-op that you can play online, and there seems to be customization that's very similar to Destiny that they're borrowing, which could be quite fun. Superheroes have different outfits. We've seen a lot of different outfits from the films. That would be really cool to customize as we play, and even maybe customize our abilities. Like, what can we do to Captain America's shield to improve it? They said that they're gonna be dropping out regular content for the game, and none of it's gonna be paid for. It's all gonna be free. There's no paid for DLC, which is really exciting. And gauging from the footage that we saw, it looks like the game is gonna be third person, which makes sense because there are skins and such. And also, I don't know if I want like a first person Hulk game. That's not why I come to the Avengers. The characters you can see are clearly not from the film, so they're not borrowing the same storyline as the film. These are brand new design characters that Crystal Dynamics are in charge of, and obviously not voiced by Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Hemsworth, which I like. It's a really cool way to retell a story in the same universe that we can really get involved with, you know, that doesn't have to like conflict with the films in any way. That's the magic of comic books, okay? There's gonna be extra content for PlayStation owners, so it looks like there's gonna be an early beta for Sony heads and some extra benefits. Ant-Man looks like he's gonna be featured, but right now it's not confirmed that he's gonna be a playable character. As far as the enemy goes in the story, we're not 100% sure of anything. Nothing's been announced, but Abomination is fighting the Hulk in the trailer. So Abomination's probably gonna be in there, but I don't know if there's gonna be a greater threat. But if they're gonna be launching a lot of games in this series, the threat's probably going to escalate till a mighty end, right? And it looks like there's no Hawkeye in this, which is very interesting. I would probably like to play Hawkeye. He's my least favorite Avenger, but I think he might be a huge amount of fun to play. Currently, it looks like there are only 5 playable characters, well, at least from the announcement trailer. Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, and of course, Iron Man. Good luck fighting with your friends to see who plays Iron Man, you know? No in-game spoilers, guys. Lastly, the game's gonna be launching next year in my birthday month, the 15th of May 2020, and it's gonna be available on Google Stadia, that's weird to say, PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation. There's a lot of rumors about how the gameplay is actually gonna function. Is it gonna be a lot more like Destiny? Is it gonna have like a very linear storyline to partake in with 4-player co-op? I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be a lot more like Destiny, but we'll fill you in as the game progresses. I'm really excited about this. This is something that I really feel a lot about. I'm quite close to Marvel and the Avengers, and to see it being put into such a glossy, highly polished game, and no hate on these experiences, but not just a mobile game. I love the mobile game, Strike Force, you're great, but I just want to play something on my TV, something epic and large. I felt Endgame was such an epic experience in the cinema. Like, why can't I get that when I'm playing on my console? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys are considering pre-ordering it, I put a link underneath the like button in the description, so go hit that up. Come have a chat with me on Twitch. We're probably going to be live streaming when you watch this. It's twitch.tv/Hinds, and let's chat about the Avengers. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I have suspicions. I have a lot of suspicions. Anything more we get about it, we'll let you know. I'll see you guys in another video. Cheers.